A portfolio committee meeting was meant to get underway at 9 this morning, specifically to look into the appointment of SETA board chairs and whether an independent panel announced by the minister even exists. But Nkabane wrote to the portfolio committee chair, excusing herself from these proceedings. Now, there have been several calls for the minister to step down after it emerged that she appointed politically connected individuals to these boards and that she lied to Parliament about the appointment process. Let's bring in DA spokesperson and member of the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education, Karabo Khakhau. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for coming on. There were quite strong sentiments in the House today about the minister's lack of appearance on what is really a crucial issue to be dealt with and a criminal offence if you indeed do lie to Parliament. And then the minister some hours ago also tweeting her whereabouts. She's at a TVET college, I believe, giving a keynote address. Really a lot of anger in the Portfolio Committee.
Yeah, 100%. Hello, Michelle, number one. Hello to yourself. Hello to your viewers. Thank you for having me. There is a lot of anger. We're very disappointed in the minister's conduct, which is why you would have heard in the committee today, there were some members, even from the ANC themselves, saying it is time that the committee must consider taking the minister to ethics for blatantly defying Parliament, thinking she can play cat and mouse with Parliament. Not only is she not here, but the reason she cites is insufficient. The minister says that she wanted to go to a TVET college because it's important. The TVET college she's referring to falls under Buti Manamela's delegations. So the responsibility of doing work with TVETs, she has assigned to her own deputy minister, Buti Manamela, who, if indeed she was interested in striking a healthy balance between accountability and the work within the TVET sector, she would have been here today and instructed Manamela as per his responsibilities to be in the Eastern Cape. Instead, both Manamela and Gondo were in the House today, sitting, doing nothing, because one, the constitutionally and as far as the Skills Development Act is concerned, they play absolutely no role in the appointment of SETA board chairpersons. So they came here to sit in committee today to tell us nothing. What is also interesting to note here, Michelle, is that not only is the minister not here, but the two people who are employed politically in her office, who she named to be part of this panel, also did not appear. Her chief of staff, Nelisiwe Semane, did not arrive, as well as her advisor, Asisi Posolane, who are two people that she had already communicated to committee that they sat in this panel, of which the chief of staff had already denied to say maybe the minister is confused that I did not do this. Nonetheless, they're not here. The two people who did, this also includes a third departmental official who's the DDG for Corporate Services, that's Merulane Ngwenya. She also did not arrive, and she's citing that the Director General sent her an email saying she mustn't come because the meeting is cancelled, when the committee itself never cancelled the meeting, and the invitation that was sent to Rulani wasn't sent via the department, but directly to her. So there's another case of trying to evade accountability and run away. The two people that arrived today, Advocate Termutau and Nkabane, who's the Chief Director for SETA Coordination within the Department of Higher Education. And he just now revealed to us that contrary to what the minister said on the 30th of May when we last met with her on this topic, where she said that she did not deal with any processing of information of nominations of SETA board chairpersons until after her selection and evaluation panel spoke to her about the recommendation. Nkabane says, contrary to this, after he received the applications of board chairpersons, he directly sent the nominations or the applications to the minister as per the minister's request. Also, clearly indicating that there was no panel to send this information to that the minister is referring to, that he, on request of the minister, sent all the applications and highlighted those with an NQF level 8 directly to the minister's office, CCing the Director General. So this again then shows us multiple things here. It again begs the question of the existence of this panel indeed, particularly more so when not only Nkabane, but Termutau, Nelisiwe Semane, and Rulani Ngwenya are all saying 4 of the supposedly 6 people are denying their involvement in this panel. Makes us wonder, Did you mislead us about the process, but did you also mislead us about the existence of this? And that's why the DA has not only sent her to ethics for investigation, we've sent her to the public protector, but we've also opened a case that we're glad is being investigated by the Hawks on 2 offenses. 1 on fraud, 2 on a statutory offence under sections 27 of the Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislatures Act 4 of 2004. It is clear here that question that is being begged must be answered by these investigations. But we've also made a call consistently to President Ramaphosa to fire Minister Nkabane. Beyond that, we've even made a call to her during the budget debate on higher education to say she does not need to wait for President Ramaphosa to fire her. She can stop being arrogant. She can stop acting in blatant disregard of not only Parliament, but the people of the Republic of South Africa who her mandate she derives from. And out of shame and regret for the mess that she has created, not only for the sector, but the mess that she's created as far as the identity of the Department of Higher Education is concerned, but also the mess that she's created as far as the identity of the GNU is concerned, resign with grace. And the reason why, Michelle, I'm concluding here. The Democratic Alliance is so upset about what Minister Nkabane did is because when Minister Nkabane messes is representing facts to Parliament and doing and trying to deploy cadres in a backdoor dealings who are not only from KZN mostly, but ANC officials and related politicians, but people who are also related to the national chairperson, who's Gwede Mantashe. She's also reflecting poorly on the GNU. The Democratic Alliance did not enter the government of national unity for us to aid and abet corruption, for us to sit back in the name of a kumbaya, watch ministers drag the name of a GNU down the mud, and we're supposed to be quiet about it. And that's why we're extra upset about this. The GNU is supposed to be a new reflection of a clean and accountable government, free of corruption. And Nobuhle Nkabane is a direct threat against this. That's why the president must fire her.
And I suppose as well, I mean, obviously you've outlined the entire case for us. I suppose as well, the DA is taking the behaviour of the minister in Parliament quite personally, given the president's treatment of Andrew Whitfield.
100%. You know, there are many things to consider here. Andrew Whitfield travelled to the United States in his capacity not in his capacity as deputy minister. So he did that personally as a DA official. He didn't go there to perform deputy minister responsibilities. Nonetheless, he wrote to the president. The president did not respond to him. And there may be 2 things to consider here. Either the president didn't respond because he didn't see the communication, or he saw it and did not want to respond, mainly because perhaps the members' interest book speaks to the interest book speaks to official travel and not personal travel, right? But that's neither here nor there. The president then decides he's aggrieved by the fact that Andrew traveled, and without a constructive engagement with neither Andrew nor John Steenhuisen as the leader of the political party that sent Andrew into the GNU to become a DM, fires him. You take that and you directly compare it with a minister that has on multiple occasions lied to Parliament and the people of this country, lied about the reproach of the people that she appointed, that she didn't seek to deploy cadres, when the writing is on the wall that it is a full list of ANC politicians from KZN predominantly, and those who are controlled by Gwede Mantashe in the form of his son and his advisors, and a plethora of other people who are either in municipalities, in Gauteng, in Gauteng, in Mpumalanga, in Salt Lake, Kimberley, who serve the interest of the ANC and also hold branch and regional structure and provincial structure positions of the ANC. You appoint flag, you withdraw it, but after withdrawing it, Nobuhle Nkabane, you lie about the process that you followed in appointing these people on multiple occasions, throwing your own departmental staff and political staff under the bus.
Karabo, I'm sorry for interrupting you here, but I just, unfortunately we're out of time, but I just need to know from you, when will the minister be coming to account in Parliament? The DA has now launched all of these various processes with the Public Protector, etc. When does the minister appear before the Portfolio Committee, or does the Ethics Committee now take precedence before the minister comes into Parliament to answer? How does it work?
The committee resolved today that given that the minister in writing said that she's available on the 22nd, that let her come on the 22nd, because then she has no reason not to come to Parliament. If she said she's available on the 22nd, we must meet her next week on the 22nd. But this is obviously subject to the chair of chairs, that is Cedric Frolick's approval of us meeting on that day, because that day was not scheduled as per the parliamentary program and calendar to be a meeting of the committee.
Yeah, certainly. And of course, these committees cannot sit on the schedule, based on the schedule of the minister, DA spokesperson, and also a member of the Portfolio Committee on Education, Karabo Khakhau. Thanks for your time this afternoon.